Hello and welcome to the second duel of the evening. Denny Hamlin qualified that car second to Martin Truex Jr. on Sunday's qualifying, and he will lead us down for duel number 2. Alongside him, Jimmie Johnson, Kyle Busch, and Aric Almirola in row 2.
Drivers, start your engines!
The engine's now fired here at Daytona with the Toyota duo of Joe Gibbs of Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, starting in first and third with Jimmie Johnson second. Johnson's teammate Alex Bowman rolled off at duel number 1 and crashed in the final closing laps. As you see, the other 200 cars, Chase Elliott, William Byron, will be rolling off 8th and 10th. Stewart-Haas Racing has 3 of their cars in the field: Aric Almirola, Kurt Busch, and Clint Bowyer was in the last one, my bad. Almirola and Kurt Busch starting 4th and 6th for Stewart-Haas. Both Roush cars of Stenhouse and Trevor Bayne in this field this evening. In the second duel, Jimmy McMurray is going to be all alone for Chip Ganassi. So will Austin Dillon for Richard Childress. Also the front row racing, David Reagan. You see DJ Kennington making his Daytona 500 start, his second Daytona 500 start of the year. Let's see what he'll be able to do in that 96 car. Casey Kane, now in the 95, got kicked out of Hendrick for William Byron. He will be driving in the 95 car. Jeffrey Earnhardt, Matt DiBenedetto, the fan favorite there in that Can-Am 32. He will not be driving this car for the Daytona 500. Hurricane Heist will be on the car there, and Gray Gaulding, you see back there, Corey LaJoie. Gaulding in an unsponsored car tonight. Hopefully they can get some sponsorship before the 500. So 20 cars, 24 laps, just like the first duel. Denny Hamlin and Jimmie Johnson will lead them down for 24 laps. A long race under the lights, and we are racing green flag in the air here at Daytona. Denny Hamlin's going to lead him down with Kyle Busch, teammate to him in the Joe Gibbs stable, going to be right on his back bumper, pushing him down into turn number 1. Ricky Stenhouse with a pretty slow start is going to allow Aric Almirola to get down to the inside, abandons Jimmie Johnson, and that's going to be for the 3rd position for Aric, as it's Hamlin and Kyle Busch leading them off 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. Almirola, Ricky Stenhouse, the 2 Fords to the inside, being pushed by 2 Chevys of Jamie McMurray and Austin Dillon. Denny Hamlin right now out in front. Aric Almirola, now he's going to try to move that 10 car up into the 2nd position, and that will be the spot for Aric Almirola that Stewart-Haas team signed him on after Richard Petty picked up Bubba Wallace in the offseason. Now Aric has his chance to shine in an actually competitive car, as he's going to look to the inside of Hamlin, but it will be the 11 car leading lap number 1. Aric Almirola on the inside. He has Jamie McMurray now going to line up behind him as we head down into turn number 1 once again to start lap 2, 3 by 3 further behind. As Aric Almirola right now leads Austin Dillon, moving up into 2nd, and the cars get up to full speed here at Daytona down this long back straightaway. 3 wide up front, 2 by 2 further back. You see Corey LaJoie, Gray Gaulding starting to fall off the back of the pack a little bit. Corey LaJoie only making about 25 starts this season, as Cole Witt will make the remaining 8 or 9 races. Gray Gaulding as well. Somehow this team gone from bankrupt in the offseason, just about bankrupt. Now they are here at Daytona with an unsponsored car, one of the last 2 to show up at the track. A big surprise for everyone here, as now it's Gray Gaulding. He's trying to make a move on Jeffrey Earnhardt for the 18th position. Great job by this BK Racing team to actually get a car for the 500. Aric Almirola out in front, Austin Dillon in 2nd. The last time you saw this at Daytona, you guys know what happened. Austin Dillon dumps Aric Almirola, and he wins the 2018 Daytona 500. So you see David Reagan in that Speedco 38. He's going to dive to the inside. This front row racing team has been good all speed weeks. Can they get something to go here in the duel and get Reagan's 3rd career win on a super speedway? You see Daniel Suarez now. He's going to be pushed up by Trevor Bayne, William Byron, as Aric Almirola continues to lead in this number 10 car. Stewart-Haas picked up a very good car, as they bought out Almirola's Xfinity team that he drove for, the 98 team Diaghi Benedest, and they will put Aric in there for the Xfinity race, And Eric now on Stewart-Haas, and Kevin Harvick can share that ride for his Stewart-Haas team in the Xfinity. But now in the Cup, he has Smithfield with this number 10 car. He has the power, he has the speed, and he's staying with Ford, which should be a good mix to keep him in for a race win or two this year. And right now he's showing some speed at Daytona, holding off the pack for the last about 4 laps. As we move on to lap 5, William Byron, the rookie at his first start at Daytona in a Cup car, he's going to move that 24 into second, and everyone's fan favorite Matt DiBenedetto puts this Can-Am 32 up into third. Can-Am Duels, of course, wanted it to be on this 32 car as they are a full-time sponsor for him. Though Hurricane Heist, the new movie coming out, will be sponsoring him for the Daytona 500, so they will have to reskin the car for that race. Eric Almirola now, he holds off William Byron, Matt DiBenedetto, 2017 Daytona 500 champion Kurt Busch, and the Canadian DJ Kennington. You see this 96 car on the inside line with Justin Marks. Both of these guys, Kennington making his second Daytona 500, Justin Marks making his first one. So both of these cars up front here, looking for a good qualifying spot for the Daytona 500. Still a long way to go. In duel number 1, it was pretty calm. A spin on lap 8 with Danica Patrick, David Gilliland cost them a lot of time, as well as a wreck at the end when it started getting rough. The JTG Dougherty racing cars go up into the wall in turn number 4, and that caused a big one to end the race. Kevin Harvick was your winner of duel number 1. Could Stewart-Haas sweep him? Eric Almirola right now, he's having a strong car out in front as no one's made a pass on him for the last 7 laps. You also have the Stewart-Haas 41 of Kurt Busch. Your 2017 500 champion, this 41 car could definitely show something as well. But right now, the top 3 stay in single file. Now Kurt and Kyle will give each other room, so the top 7 go single file coming off of turn number 2. Jeffrey Earnhardt now in this top battle. The Busch brothers dive to the inside. Now Kyle goes back to the top. Justin Marks, Jeffrey Earnhardt, they're going to swap some spots. Jeffrey Earnhardt, he will continue the 30-year legacy of an Earnhardt in the Daytona 500, but Dale Earnhardt Sr., Dale Earnhardt Jr. aren't here, which is the first time in 30 years a Dale Earnhardt has not made a Daytona 500. Eric Almirola continuing to lead 8 laps in, a strong showing right now, and it looks like Byron and DiBenedetto are safe where they are. Both of them don't know how their weekend's going to go. And especially for DiBenedetto with the 32 Go Fast Racing team, he's just trying to qualify it as high as he can. And right now, holding on to 3rd is good enough for him. Kurt Busch takes another stab at the inside, but William Byron does not want to go with him. No one with Kurt Busch, so he just is hung out on that inside line. Justin Marks is going to get passed by Denny Hamlin. As you see, this top 19 all in a pack. Corey LaJoie has fallen off of the pack out of the draft, so this 72 car looks like he will be 20th. In this Gray Gaulding further back in this 23, swerving all around trying to stay in the draft. Now you see the Roush duo of Ricky Stenhouse, Trevor Bayne. Both of them have won at Daytona before. Bayne in the 2011 Daytona 500, Ricky Stenhouse in the 2017 Coke Zero 400. So the Roush boys, they dropped to the back, but they could be able to move their cars up to the front. Get a run as you see Kurt Busch finally has some help. Jamie McMurray, David Reagan bringing themselves up alongside Kurt Busch. Now McMurray's going to try to make it 3 wide into the corner. That he will, so that's going to be for the 2nd position. Moves William Byron and Kurt Busch both up the track. DiBenedetto Hamlin, two-car tandem in the middle there. And now Eric Almirola, he continues his race lead. Dominance as he has led 9 of the 10 laps in this race. A strong Stewart-Haas 10 here for this team, and Tony Stewart has to be liking what he's seeing here by his new addition to his team. David Reagan now in that Speedco 38, he's bringing it up into 2nd. Teammate Michael McDowell finished 5th in his duel. Right now Reagan looking to top that. 7-time Jimmie Johnson, he is right now being pushed by young gun Chase Elliott, his teammates. So the Hendrick duo starting to move their way up as William Byron drops back on that outside line. 18 cars competitive in this front pack. Gray Gaulding, you see that plain white car back there starting to lose the draft, and Corey LaJoie has lost it all. So you see Johnson moves to the inside of Chase Elliott. That is for the 2nd, inside with Chase Elliott, as that is for the 2nd position on David Reagan. Now he's looking under Almirola. He is going to get there. The Hendrick power of Jimmie Johnson, Chase Elliott, and the RCR power from Austin Dillon pushing that team up to the front. They're going to pass Eric Almirola. Johnson goes up. Chase Elliott to the inside. He has Austin Dillon, Daniel Suarez, Casey Kane behind him. And here comes Chase. He's won his duel 2 years in a row, the 24 and the 9, 2017, 2018. Can he do it in this race as well? As we said, Kevin Harvick, he won duel number 1 by making an aggressive move at the end, got himself out in front, and they wrecked behind him, so he didn't have to worry those last 2 laps. The question is, this is a bit less cars that were in that front pack for the beginning of the race, and they were still running 3 wide, as you see here, so how long will it be until someone shoves it 4 wide and hopes it'll stick? Or he bounces off that wall. We've seen that before here as well. As turn 2, pretty tough for these guys on the outside to hold on. Casey Kane's going to dive to the inside of Daniel Suarez, as that is for the 2nd position. Procore 95 by Levine Family Racing. Michael McDowell in that car from last season. It has been taken out of his grasp. Casey Kane now bringing Procore onto it in an alliance with Hendrick, I believe. And he's hoping that he could do something in a car that is all his own, no other team. No other teammates, so that's going to make it a problem for him. Your 2017 Brickyard 400 champion. That's the only reason he got into the clash with this 95 car. So now Chase Elliott out in front. You see Denny Hamlin, his rival from last year at Phoenix. He's going to look to the inside of Casey Kane, trying to put himself behind Chase Elliott. Chasing that 9 car. He has never won an actual Cup Series race. His only 2 wins have come at the Duels. Still looking for that technical first career win. Jeffrey Earnhardt in that 00 for the brand new Starcom Racing. They started last year at Texas, bringing the 00 full time with Jeffrey Earnhardt. VRX Simulators this year on the team as Hulu left him as well, and showing pretty good. Him, Justin Marks, and DJ Kennington have all got their way up to the front, shuffled to the back up to the front again. So watch for those 3 underdogs to possibly be able to pull off top 10 starting spots for the 500. All 19 cars still shuffling. Denny Hamlin now looks to the inside as we are already 14 laps in. This race will be getting close to the end. You see they shuffle him 3 wide further back. Denny Hamlin to the inside of Chase Elliott now. And that will be the spot for Denny, coming to 10 laps to go. 19 cars still in this front pack. Corey LaJoie right now very slow down the back straightaway. He's not going to be an issue, but starting 40th for him, that's going to be pretty common for that 72 car this year. Greg Gaulding in the 23, looking at him, he finally caught up to the pack, and now he's starting to push his way forward, so do not count this BK Racing car out. They might have brought in a dark horse here. No one knew they were here, so maybe they have a new engine or a better car that could get them up front for the Daytona 500. Don't expect too much out of them though. No sponsor on the car, they may not want to wreck it. Denny Hamlin back to the inside with William Byron, 2x2 up front, 3 wide further back. Coming to 9 laps to go, these guys starting to get impatient. As you see, William Byron's going to shuffle Denny Hamlin out 3 wide for the race lead. Kurt Busch pushing him, Jeffrey Earnhardt, no one with Denny Hamlin there. A little further back to Justin Marks, DJ Kennington to find Hamlin's help as he gets sucked through the middle of the pack. William Byron, he's up into the race lead with Kurt Busch in 2nd and Byron's teammate Jimmie Johnson, the 7th time in 3rd. Matt Benedetto 4th, Eric Almirola 5th on that inside line. Hamlin and Chase Elliott still side by side for the 4th position with Matt Benedetto. William Byron out in front over Kurt Busch. You see this 19 car field, they're still running very close, 3 wide. Kyle Busch dropping back. Greg Gaulding has found that car inside the top 10. Can he do something in this unsponsored 23 to try to get him a top 10 qualifying start for the 500? I don't know if I'd want to be this high up though. Right now, maybe Corey LaJoie was onto something, hoping these guys would crash, and they're starting to calm down up front. Only 2x2, a little more spread out, but still, this is Daytona. The big one is just waiting to happen. One little miss-up you saw between the Doherty boys yesterday. Eric Almirola now getting pushed by Ricky Stenhouse. Both of these guys know how to win at the Summer Daytona 500 or Summer Daytona race. As Almirola won in a rain short in 2014, Stenhouse won in a 2017 night race. They are all over the back bumper here on William Byron. Almirola's going to look to the inside. Stenhouse looks all the way to the inside of him. 3 wide once again for the race lead. Byron out in front. So 8 laps to go here at Daytona. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. bringing that 17 towards the front. Denny Hamlin's trying to force his way in. And look at Gray Gaulding in that unsponsored 23. He moves that car. Battle for second with Denny Hamlin and Eric Almirola. He has Austin Dillon, Trevor Bayne, Jamie Mack pushing him. Can this 23 car try something here? But you see that engine power just not enough. That's going to give Hamlin a run back to the inside. He's going to get clear to Gaulding. So here we go. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. off of the corner. Denny Hamlin looking to the inside. Almirola trying to push Ricky. Gray Gaulding back there in 4th. Kurt Busch 5th. Austin Dillon, Byron, Matt DiBenedetto, Justin Marks in the middle there. And these guys are trying to get in position for this last lap. Denny Hamlin going back to the inside. Here comes Gaulding. He's going to try to get up there and push that 11 car. The Hendrick trio on the outside very far back. They're going to have to wait a little bit longer, get to that inside and make the move. Gray Gaulding, he's between Denny Hamlin and Austin Dillon. What a show here in that last little bit by Gaulding. I think that team told him to push it. They need to push it because there is a money prize here to be won, and they really need that cash to pay off their almost $8 million in debt. As Denny Hamlin pulls away, Gray Gaulding, he's going to keep that 2nd position. Trevor Bayne trying to push him in 3rd. Bayne on the inside. He has Jamie McMurray, Casey Kane. And they're going to get to the inside of Gaulding. Denny Hamlin out in front. This 11 car. Can Trevor Bayne, Jamie McMurray, can they go back to victory lane? At Daytona, Ricky Stenhouse hard off the outside wall there. Doesn't look like it cost him too much momentum, but that outside line kind of stacks up. McMurray to the inside, Casey Kane on the inside. They're not going to get around Trevor Bayne though, as Bayne now is going to hold in on to 2nd. Jamie McMurray, Casey Kane, Daniel Suarez. Can they try to push and mount a charge over Denny Hamlin? That top 5, they're going to go single file up to the top of the track, back to the bottom. Anyone could pass Hamlin now. They are all over each other. Suarez dives to the inside, but no takers. Casey Kane going to be shuffled back. Hamlin, Bayne, McMurray, Daniel, Suarez, Casey Kane, your top 5. Jeffrey Earnhardt in 6th. There's Justin Marks, DJ Kennington. We said watch out for those 3. They might be able to push each other up here to the front here at the end, and that's what they're doing on the inside with David Reagan. Marks goes up to the outside, gets shuffled out by Kennington. Now as Hamlin leads him 2 by 2 here at Daytona. 3 laps to go this time by. Hamlin out in front. Murray 2nd. Kane 3rd. Bayne 4th. Suarez 5th. Earnhardt 6th. Dillon 7th. Kennington 8th. Reagan 9th. And Justin Marks, your top 10. Bayne gets shuffled all the way 3 wide. Gaulding into the outside wall. Johnson and Kurt Busch made sure they could get away from it. Johnson back up the track into Eric Almirola. Maybe something to miss on that 48 car. But off of the wall, that really scared everyone when Gaulding hit it. So Johnson, Kurt Busch, Almirola get shuffled out of that front pack. Here he comes. Look at Jeffrey Earnhardt. Kennington's going to be shuffled back, but Jeffrey Earnhardt looking for a top 5. Here he is up to the 3rd position. Mounting a charge with 2 to go. Coming to 2 to go. Hamlin out in front. Casey Kane 2nd. Now Jeffrey Earnhardt trying to get the VRX simulators. Starcom Racing 00 up there. He gets shuffled up to the middle by Kyle Busch. Chase Elliott, Jamie McMurray 3 wide. Hamlin and Kane. Kane is all over that 11's back bumper. As you see here, Eric Almirola is catching back up to the pack, but Kurt Busch and Jimmie Johnson both have lost enough. Jeffrey Earnhardt gets back down. He's in the 4th position. Can this 00 get up there and get a top 5? Kyle Busch, he's going to look to the inside of Casey Kane. That's going to be a Joe Gibbs 1-2. That might be hard to get rid of. As here comes Kyle Busch on the inside, right behind Denny Hamlin. These guys may or may not catch Corey LaJoie. I do not think they will. Jeffrey Earnhardt, he tries a move to the inside of Casey Kane. He's going to get there. And Jeffrey Earnhardt making a charge up to the front. But it's the Joe Gibbs duo of Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch out in front here at Daytona. Jeffrey Earnhardt, he's going to make the move for 3rd. But Hamlin is pretty safe with Kyle Busch behind him. These two can battle it out, or they can stay single file, which might happen. But Jeffrey Earnhardt has moved that 00 into 3rd. Casey Kane's going to dive back to the inside of him. But coming into turn 3 and 4 for the final time, William Byron tries to put himself down on that inside, and he will, but Denny Hamlin, he will lead the last 7 laps of this race, come out of turn number 4. He is your race winner here at Daytona. Hamlin, Busch, Kane, Byron, and Jeffrey Earnhardt, your top 5. You see Corey LaJoie will be 20th, but congratulations here to Denny Hamlin. He will start that car. He started it on second. He qualified in second, and he just wanted to go up there and win this race to show he's not scared of anything. So Denny Hamlin will start second in the Daytona 500 no matter what. Kyle Busch will be in 4th, Casey Kane 6th, but let's give a shout out. Jeffrey Earnhardt will put that car 10th for the Daytona 500 in a great showing here in Duel number 2. Matt Benedetto will be 16th, Justin Marks will qualify 24th, DJ Kennington 32nd, and Gray Galding will be 36th, or 34th. Oh, Kurt Busch a little angry at Trevor Bayne at the end here. He runs into the back of him, spins himself out. Don't know what that could be about, but there's that, and Corey LaJoie. So congratulations to Denny Hamlin winning Duel number 2, and he will be starting second for the Daytona 500. Thank you guys so much for watching. The Daytona 500 will be up next. See you guys next time.